So 2 days ago, Alicia Silverstone, famous actress Alicia Silverstone, posted a TikTok where she ate a mysterious fruit from the side of the road.
Okay, I've discovered something that I can't figure out what it is, and I need your help. I just bit into it because I was on the street and we were discussing whether this was a tomato or not. It's definitely not, because look at these leaves. Those are the leaves. So what the heck is this? Because when you open it up, it looks like that. And if I bite it, I don't think you're supposed to eat this. But it's almost like a pepper. Does anyone know what this is? I don't know what it is. I need someone to tell me. I'm in England. Okay, thank you.
There are so many things wrong with this video, I don't even know where to start. Fans were immediately concerned for many reasons, but the main one being they figured out what the fruit was. Turns out it's a Jerusalem cherry, which is toxic to dogs and humans. So the first mistake of this video, don't eat things that you don't know what they are for obvious reasons, because sometimes they end up being poisonous. Colloquially, I don't think I've seen anyone in anything, movies, TV shows, books, eat something they can't identify and something bad didn't happen.
No, it's a lotus berry. It'll paralyze you. Oh, please. I know my berries. Don't jump on. If there's one thing I know, it's...
On to our second mistake. If you don't know what something is, don't eat it, but definitely don't go back and take a second bite. She starts the video having already bit it.
I just bit into it.
But then she takes another and tries it.
And if I bite it...
Maybe stop after the first one. And then maybe my favorite part. See, what's funny is she clearly doesn't know what it is and decides to eat it anyway by not only just randomly picking it up, but by reaching through a fence into someone's yard to pick it off of the bush it's grown on.
Whether this was a tomato or not. It's definitely not, because look at these leaves. Those are the leaves. So what the heck is this?
You can't do that. Even if it was the most edible safe tomato on the planet, we don't do that. Eating random stuff from bushes when you don't know what it is a level of non-anxiety that I can only aspire to. Imagine looking into your front yard and seeing Alicia Silverstone munching on your garden. Even if it was a tomato, it's on someone's private garden. You can't just reach through their gate and pick their plants. That's called, it's not yours. You shouldn't touch it. Or to the point, why are you eating random things from someone's garden? What I find particularly funny, and as others have pointed out, she'll eat a random fruit off of a stranger's bush in their yard, but Alicia is notoriously anti-vax. And I'm not just talking about COVID, I'm talking about classic anti-vaxxer pre-COVID, not giving your kids the shots they need when they're born or to go to school. She doesn't trust medical doctors to put safeties in her children so they live and don't get sick. But hey, this random fruit looks crazy. Let's see what it tastes like. Alicia Silverstone thinking vaccines are scary and unproven and will kill your kids, but then happily reaching through a fence to munch on bright red unidentified shrub fruit is the perfect example of anti-vax logic. Side note, I remember hearing about classic anti-vaxxers as a kid in a pre-pandemic world, and I remember back then those guys were like known to be crazy and, pardon me, not very smart. So it's just so bizarre to see that movement become so mainstream, especially over something where, you know, people were dying. Oh, and not only is she anti-vax for her kids, but she also does this.
The video, which Silverstone posted on her blog, showed her mouth feeding a bowl of soup to her 11-month-old son, Bear, writing in a caption, "I fed Bear from my mouth to his. He literally crawls across the room to attack my mouth if I'm eating."
Okay. Anyway, Twitter and TikTok went a little crazy because obviously she ate a poison fruit and wasn't posting anything else. In all seriousness, is Alicia Silverstone okay? Girl, if you're out there, make some noise. Me waiting to see if Alicia Silverstone survived eating unidentified poisonous fruit. It took almost 24 hours before she publicly responded, but she followed up with this.
Alive and well. Don't worry, I didn't swallow.
That's great. I'm glad she's okay. Although, watching the video back, I don't really believe her. She bit into it twice, and we don't ever see where either of those bites go. So I'd like to imagine she spent the day at the hospital getting her stomach pumped, but she probably doesn't believe in that.